this is the matchup that honestly me and all of you guys have clearly been waiting for. Welcome, folks, back again. You are watching the eISL Season 2, brought to you by Nordwin Gaming. I'm Pixis. Joined along with me is going to be TT as we finally head into the final matchup. And that is going to be a big one. Hyderabad FC taking on Bengaluru FC. And this is one of those matchups where TT, I really want to see this happen. I really want to. I had been waiting for this for a long time. Genocide against CJ. I hope the players have decided to go up against each other, and let's just find out. Let's not wait any longer, and let's check if that's the case. Yes, it is. It is a treat for you guys. It is one of the most hyped matches, folks. Genocide against Sharanjot. Of course, the second matchup, the individual one, will not rule out Varsi and Sagnik. Both amazing players, and a little bit of tension building up there because both of them are former teammates as well. They both used to play for Bengaluru FC, out of which Shagnik was the one retained, and Varsi found new home in Hyderabad FC, but has had a few hiccups lately. And Hyderabad FC, as a matter of fact, really need to bounce back in. Whereas Bengaluru FC, they've been having a really good time in the eISL so far. Only just drew one game, but are another one of the other teams that are still, yet to drop a game against any club.
इस मैच के लिए जैसे कि फिक्सर्स ने कहा कि यस फॉर श्योर सब लोग इधर वेट कर रहे थे जेनेसिड वर्सेस ये सीजे, लेकिन उसी जगह पे वर्सी वर्सेस सागनिक, मुझे लगता है वो मैच होने वाला है जिसमें दोनों अपना जी जान लगा देंगे। क्योंकि इसके पहले भी जब सीजे थोड़ा भी फेल करे, लाइक यूजुअली वो करते नहीं है, बट जब भी प्रॉब्लम में आए थे उस टाइम पे सागनिक उनको बचाए हैं। एंड सेम विथ हैदराबाद एफसी एज वेल। उस जगह पे भी जेनेसिड का थोड़ा बहुत डाउनफॉल जब चल रहा है या फिर चल रहा था, वॉर्सी थे वो जो कि बैकअप प्रोवाइड किए थे। एंड बैकअप मींस बैकबोन, एंड जब बैकबोन दोनों टकराएंगे एक साथ तब और भी ज्यादा एक्सप्लोजन होगा एंड तब बहुत ज्यादा मजा आएगा। तब मुझे लगता है कि आज का ये जो मैचअप है ना, ये सिर्फ हम लोग कह नहीं सकते कि सीजे वर्सेस जेनेसिड होगा। इधर मैं और भी ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हूँ सागनिक वर्सेस वॉर्सी के लिए, बट कोऑप मैच मुझे लग रहा है ये डिसाइड होने वाला है शायद कि कौन से तरफ गेम जाएगा।
या जिसको बोलते हैं ना किसका पलड़ा भारी है, वहाँ वो कोऑप पे ही पता चलेगा। बट yes, this is going to be one of the most hyped matches that we've all been waiting for. I mean, this is it, right? Hyderabad FC and Bengaluru FC, whose biryani is better. You know, they've got a different take on biryani that is in Bangalore. But regardless, right? Coming back, talking about the players individually. So, Genocide, he started off his eISL campaign with a shebang, right? Instantly comes in and goes on, takes down the likes of Naveen, and we thought, this is it. He's attained the epitome of perfection, and I think it's going to be a really easy and a cruising season for him up until the point where he started dropping games, where he started drawing games. Whereas CJ, I think there had been that one hiccup, I guess that was against Kerala Blasters FC. But barring that, he has clearly been one of the really threatening players to look out for, because he's one of those players that, like I said, is not regarded just as one of the best in the countries, but in the entire Pacific region, right? At least the top 10 in the region. So CJ has always got that killer instinct inside of him. And when you come back to the other players, Varsi and Shagnik, they are former teammates, right? They have lived together for 4+ months last year. They literally know the ins and outs. They know where the weakness lies, where the strength lies, how to deal with the other guy. And this is what is going to make this battle so much more fierce. It's not just the bragging rights to be one of the best in the region, not just for CJ and Genocide, but also a little bit of that personal rivalry. Former teammates facing each other, both representing different clubs. Now, this is the moment that I think all you viewers have been waiting for.
यस एंड जब भी वो कहते हैं ना कि जब दोस्त दोस्ती की जगह पे दोस्त रहते हैं, लेकिन जब वो एक मैच पे राइवल बन जाते हैं, तब उनसे ज्यादा राइवलरी शायद किसी के बीच में नहीं हो सकता है। तो कुछ उस तरीके का सिचुएशन जो है वो इधर हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिल सकता है। और ऑब्वियसली लेट्स सी क्या होता है, क्योंकि देखिए प्रेडिक्शंस तो हम लोग कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, एंडलेस ऑफ लाइक पोजीशनिंग है जो हो सकते हैं, एंडलेस रिजल्ट्स है जो कि इधर हो सकता है। लेकिन मैं तो एंजॉय करना चाहता हूँ इस फिल्म को, मैं प्रॉपरली एंजॉय करना चाहता हूँ एक्सपीरियंस को। एंड देखते हैं किस तरीके से वो हम लोगों को राइड कराते हैं इस पूरे थ्रू आउट द मिनट्स, जितने भी मिनट खेला जाएगा। यूजुअली 270 मिनट्स चाहिए 3 मैच मिला के, बट ये गलती नहीं कर सकते आप चरणजोत के खिलाफ, थोड़ा सा देख के खेलना होगा, नहीं तो ऐसे ऐसे गलतियों पे चरणजोत हमेशा ही डोमिनेट करते हैं ओपोनेंट टीम के ऊपर।
कच्चा चबा जाते हैं चरणजोत, and right off the bat you see that this is it. You know, you give CJ a chance like that, you let the ball loose, and CJ will instantly snatch the bite and score a goal against you. The game had just begun. Now TT was just about to speak and give that intro, and before he even could do that, folks, Hyderabad FC are already 1 goal down, and this is exactly where CJ, he knows it's a big matchup. A lot of players from the community must have tuned in to watch this one, and he wants to leave no stones unturned, wants to absolutely decimate Genesis, and another go at it, but this time Van der Sar, saving the day. What does Genesis do? Again, ladies and gentlemen, it is Hyderabad FC from left to right in their blue jerseys, and Bengaluru FC from right to left in their white, who have already gone a goal up, and that's a sublime pass, but a little bit of a ball roll scoop attempt, delayed a little time, and the possession now in Genesis' favor.
टर्न साइड पे ऑलरेडी रन निकाल रहे हैं, बाय द वे पहले हैं मोस्टली, उनको भी पास खिला सकते थे, लेकिन इस बार बॉल आ गया फिर से चरणजोत की तरफ से। पुलीत किमी रुडुलित, ओह पैंडेसार अगर नहीं आते शायद एक और शॉट ऑन गोल, लाइक शॉट नहीं हेड ऑन गोल हो सकता था, एंड शायद ये कैपिटलाइज भी कर जाते हैं, बट जेनेसिड को बहुत केयरफुली खेलना होगा, नहीं तो मुश्किल है। ये स्कोर लाइन कहाँ जाके रुकेगा किसी को नहीं पता।
At this point, the first goal that did come in, to be honest, was a scrappy one, but CJ will take that. But right now, Genesis, he's got a chance to build it up. A little bit of a kneel to wheel, but Adam Militao instantly just snuffs out the threat over there, and now Genesis again fighting for the ball. He knows that he has to play the best FIFA he's played in a long time, because if you have to slay CJ, you have to be, at your best. At this point, CJ again getting the possession back, exploiting that room on that right midfield there. But we know CJ, he can be really patient sometimes. This time, pass being made in a little bit of haste, and Jude Bellingham instantly just manages to steal it away, and off we are with Hyderabad FC trying to build up yet another attack.
जेनेसिड उनको एकदम रूट लेवल से बिल्ड करना होगा, और बिल्ड कुछ ऐसा होना चाहिए कि उनके पास प्रॉपर सप्लाई रहे प्लेयर्स के। लियोनेल मेसी बट नहीं, ऑफसाइड पोजीशन पे पकड़े गए थे, जिसकी वजह से बॉल जाएगा चरणजोत के पास। देखिए एकदम डिफेंस से अगर वो बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं तो उस जगह पे थोड़ा फास्ट ट्रांजिशन की ज़रूरत है, और अगर वो मिडफील्ड से करते हैं देन इट्स ओके, बट अगर आप डिफेंस से बिल्ड कर रहे हो देन उस टाइम पे आपको थोड़ा फास्ट होना पड़ता है। लेकिन वही चीज़ हम लोग को नहीं दिख रहा अभी के लिए जेनेसिड की तरफ से। रोनाल्डो राइट पे, हकीमी ऑलरेडी खाली मौजूद, बट वो चाहते नहीं है कि अपना जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो टूट जाए, या फिर से एक बार पोजीशनिंग चेंज करना पड़े उनके पूरे। अटैकर्स का माल्डीनी फाइनली टुवर्ड्स हकीमी, बेलिंगम। फर्स्ट गोल कंसीड करने के बाद बॉल पोजीशनिंग के मामले में जेनेसिड बहुत ज्यादा इंप्रूवमेंट लेके आए हैं, लेकिन वो कन्वर्जन एंड जो एक होता है ना कि आप डेंजरस कुछ पास निकाल रहे हो जिससे कि लगे हाँ आप डेंजर क्रिएट करोगे, वो नहीं दिखा। वो जब दिखाना चालू करेंगे तो चरणजोत भी थोड़ा बहुत प्रेशर में आएंगे, बट अगर नहीं दिखाते फिर चरणजोत तो बोलेंगे भाई आप बॉल रख लो कोई बात नहीं, क्योंकि गोल तो ऑलरेडी आ चुका है।
Oh yeah, I mean at this point, it's all about one of these players, and now Charanjot made the right pass, an extra pass being given just on Mbappe, but Genesid has kept himself on the toes ever since he has conceded the first goal. And quite interestingly, CJ has gone for a pause, skewed one, but now a player lock got instantly cancelled, and the possession given away. Both these players trying to exploit that wing area and not finding any success over there. But let's see, can CJ find another one? The big question, however, is can Genesid bounce back into the game again? CJ trying to create a run. Quick flurry of passes with Lionel Messi, a ball roll scoop, and wanted to take a shot. That was instantly watered off. And now you could see, Genesid is kind of getting impatient on triggering those runs and then coming back. And finally, the ball goes out of play. You can see a very defensive approach, 5-4-1 for Genesid, whereas Charanjit has gone for a 4-3-2-1 on an ultra defensive tactic. So both these players know that it's really difficult to start just going all out, play a little bit more defensive, capitalize, be a lot threatening on your counter attacks, and maybe in the second half that is where we could see them going all out. But I think Charanjot has changed his keeper. I think this is one of those things that he keeps on doing in all his matches. Oh.
लेट्स सी, फाइनली देखिए फर्स्ट हाफ तो हो चुका है खत्म एंड हम लोगों को दिख चुका है कि 1-0 का है ये सिचुएशन। शॉट एक ही लेने का मौका मिला था, वो भी शॉट ऑन टारगेट नहीं रहा हैदराबाद एफसी की तरफ से। शॉट ऑन टारगेट सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है अभी के लिए तो एटलीस्ट, बट कब होगा वो, कब लेंगे वो शॉट, वो अभी जानना बाकी। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड 4 शॉट लिए चरणजोत, जिसमें से 2 शॉट ऑन टारगेट आता हुआ देखने के लिए मिला। बट देखिए मैच जिस तरीके का शुरुआत हुआ था उससे एक चीज तो पता चल ही रहा है कि चरणजोत फुल्ली कंट्रोल्ड वे पे खेल रहे हैं, कोई भी टेंशन नहीं है एंड उसी के साथ वो जानते हैं वो क्या करने वाले। बट जेनेसिड जिस तरीके से शुरुआती कुछ मैच के बाद से उनका थोड़ा हल्का फुल्का करके डाउनफॉल शुरू हुआ है, या फिर काइंड ऑफ हम लोग कह सकते हैं फॉर्म ड्रॉप होता हुआ दिखा है, उससे मुझे लग रहा है कि वो शायद थोड़ा सा मेंटली उतना ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर नहीं होंगे एंड उसकी वजह से इनके तरफ से थोड़ा बहुत गलतियां होता हुआ दिख रहा है। बट लेट्स सी ये सेकेंड हाफ पे कुछ कैपिटलाइजेशन या फिर एटलीस्ट इक्वलाइजर दाग सकते हैं कि नहीं।
That's a big question mark, right? Because CJ clearly has been the better player in terms of creating those chances and in fact converting one of them, the first chance. And when we thought that we're going to see a lot of goals coming in, Genesid has done a decent job in holding CJ off, and we know CJ excels at making those extra passes and making them count. But Genesid had been prepared for that. He's done his homework and might have been feeling a little gut because that goal that came, that was out of deflection. And such are the minute scopes of this game where players tend to win by such fine margins. And now this is a good chance for Genesid with Pele. Did not have a lot of passing options. Held on to the ball, a bit of a ball roll scoop, passes it back towards Lionel Messi. Still searching for one of those openings. But CJ not giving him that chance with Shudulit. Wanted to go in, but again, well defended by CJ over here. As now he starts getting on his counter attack. A little bit of a player lock coming in over there. Gave it on towards Hakimi, but Pele was quite quick in stealing the ball away.
बॉल कंट्रोल तो अभी भी है जेनेसिड के पास ही, लेकिन सिर्फ कंट्रोल से नहीं होगा, बैक ऑफ द नेट चढ़ने की भी जरूरत है। हकीमी अपना रन बार बार निकाल रहे हैं, लेकिन यही जगह पे फिर से मिस हुआ। ओली की तरफ से छीना गया बॉल, मेसी टू एम्बापे एंड ट्रांजिशन पे सीजे रोडुलीत। चरणजोत की तरफ से एक चीज हम लोगों को कंसिस्टेंट देखने के लिए मिलता है, उनका गोल स्कोरिंग एंड उनके पॉइंट्स निकालने का एबिलिटी। देखिए कंसिस्टेंसी बाकी लोगों का क्या रहता है कि वो थोड़ा सा एक अच्छा परफॉर्म करे, पॉइंट्स तो कभी आते हैं कभी नहीं आते हैं, लेकिन चरणजोत विद पॉइंट्स लेके आते हैं, हर मैच जीतते हैं जितना ज्यादा हो सके। एंड अभी तक सिर्फ एक ही मैच आ रहे हैं, जो कि शुभम की तरफ से एक का बहुत ज्यादा लाजवाब परफॉर्मेंस निकल के आया था उस दिन, लेकिन उसको छोड़ के एक बार के लिए भी लगा नहीं कि चरणजोत बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर में आ रहे हैं कोई भी मैच पे। तो या चरणजोत आई थिंक बहुत लाइक 10 में से सिर्फ एक ही मैच में फेल होते हैं।
Yeah, I mean, that's again one of those off days, right? Every pro player has had it, and CJ has had his fair chances and his days where it was a little gloomy, especially the one matchup against Shubham. And regardless, one other thing that has to be brought up, I feel that Genesid hasn't been playing at his natural element, right? Because when you talk about Genesid as a player, you expect that flair to come into your game. He's one of those players who really excels at those skill moves. He's one of those players who's really threatening from the wings, knows how to properly cut back the ball and confuse his opponent. And not just that, he's very well adept at chaining those passes, right? Especially like that, that tiki-taka play, box to box, constantly keeps on doing that. And this time, also a good attempt. Yes, has found that perfect opportunity, but lacked power. And Genesid, that's gonna hurt him. He's changed his formation from 5-4-1 to 4-3-2-1 and intended on making a little box-to-box approach. Made the right passes, did everything right. And in that final stride, he just slipped and fell off, missing that chance and giving CJ still that driver's position that he's sticking on to. Because to be honest, this is the point where CJ starts getting really dangerous, right? He's one of the players in the second half. He keeps on scoring a plethora of goals. And we haven't seen that monster getting unleashed out of CJ so far. It's been a very tight affair. Now CJ, he's the one trying to build up his attack, where Genesid has done a pretty good job at keeping him at bay ever since he conceded that first goal. And CJ is just letting loose of possession and might come to haunt him because Genesid, slowly but surely, TT, he's starting to look a little bit more threatening.
Yes. And I think जितना टाइम जाएगा उतना वो और बेहतर खेल सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी टाइम ही नहीं है ना, वही प्रॉब्लम है। 75 मिनट्स ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं एंड सिर्फ इसके बाद 15 मिनट मिलेगा, जिसके अंदर इनको करना है कैपिटलाइज। एंड सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो एटलीस्ट कंसीड ना करे।
Oh, no way. No way that happened. I don't know. Is there a way we can file a petition to EA right now? Is there some sort of this is one of those games where I wanted to see it till the end, but I hope we get to see it till the end. But we'll have to wait for a few more minutes until this entire thing gets reset. But so far, talking about the game, it was just that early success that led to maybe Charanjot's victory, because I don't see Charanjot losing from here, right? Because Charanjot, as a player, he knows, I think he's kind of figured out after that change of formation what Genesid has been trying to do. playing a little box to box. We could see even CJ getting Cafu up. After a long time, you get to see Cafu coming into play, right? Usually, it's been the good old Hakimi Team of the Year card. But there was a time when Cafu was quite supreme on that right back position. But CJ, he's a man, we know that he's always got that tenacity in him, that he does not let go of matches so easily, right? And this time,
Yeah.
more than offensively, is defensively quite sound. Has been making very less mistakes. Genesid, on the other hand, he's been he started off pretty defensive. He started off in trying not to concede and sadly conceded one. After that, he's been relentlessly trying to make a go at the goal. CJ has been making a few mistakes here and there, just letting loose of possession, but to no avail. I mean, Genesid hasn't clearly capitalized on that opportunity, and we were at almost that last final 10 minutes of the game, where the big question for us folks is whether Hyderabad FC can make a comeback possible, right? That's the big one, because right now, if Bengaluru FC go on to win this one, it's going to be a huge dent for Hyderabad FC, because questions are starting to get raised, right? Because Hyderabad FC, after having such a stacked lineup, they're not in the top four. This is one of those lineups that you could say comfortably should be sitting in the top four right now, and in fact they're at the 7th position, just getting one win and I think 2 draws and 2 losses. So not at the situation where they should have ideally been at, but TT, this is going to get even worse if they lose this entire series.
या एंड इसी वजह से देखिए मेन चीज़ क्या होगा, क्या हुआ है अभी तक अगर इनके जर्नी के बारे में बात किया जाए। शुरुआत जो है वो जेनेसिड की तरफ से बहुत शानदार हुआ, वॉर्सी थोड़ा बहुत टेंशन में खेल रहे थे, जिसके बाद हम लोगों को कहने की जो है सिचुएशन ऐसा बनता हुआ दिखा जिधर वॉर्सी डोमिनेट कर रहे हैं एंड जेनेसिड थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लमेटिक पोजीशन पे चल रहे थे। बट हाँ, ये सब तो चलता रहेगा, लेकिन उसी के साथ हमारे पास कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग है, तो फिक्सेस बता दीजिए।
Yeah, of course. Till we get the match resumed, why don't you enjoy some beautiful goals and saves of the previous week, which is going to be on your screens right about now. Want to pass it on towards Ronaldinho, but maintains possession. And now with Ronaldinho towards Mbappe, a quick shot.
थोड़ा कटिंग बैक पास के साथ Mbappe, Ronaldo, मौका,
Oh! What? What save? Chance he's got. He's trying to make some kind of a play happen, but this looks good. This looks promising. With Ronaldo, goes for a heel to heel, takes a shot.
टूवर्ड्स पेले, बीचों बीच से रोनाल्डो फाइनली शॉट, लेकिन वैन डे सार अपने ही पास रखने की कोशिश चल रहा है इनके तरफ से, बीचों बीच सर्जिनियो फिनिश करेंगे उसी के साथ 2-0 एंड आई थिंक 3 पॉइंट्स एंड थर्ड पोजीशन सिक्योर करके रखना बेंगलुरु एफसी के लिए थोड़ा और इजी होता हुआ, क्योंकि इसी जीत के साथ दो बार हो गया, पूरा ही नहीं कर पाए।
I think it's the pressure that's eating Beno 7 up, because this could be a 4th one. And Beno 7 left stunted. Look at the... Pretty sure that would have gone in through, but this is where, I could say, Lukman, you have so far had the best start with Rudulit. कब दिया था?
वही बात है, कब दिया था?
Similar occurrences again as a pass, and now he'll take another shot at, and it's just barely the beginning phases of the game. Has a lot of passing options. Goes back towards Captain Villa, a little 1-2 with him. Now gives it away towards Jude Bellingham. And now back towards Solid, on towards Mbappe. Beautiful build up, and there you go. All right, folks. I mean, a bad news and a good news. So we'll start off with the bad first. And the thing is that we're not going to be getting to see the entire action because it was another technical error. But the match has finally ended. And the good news is we have a result, and that is Bengaluru FC. They are your winners of the first game, and just by the margin of that first goal, right? It was a 1-0 scoreline, which is going to be confirmed just in a wee while. But yes, I think kind of missed that end moment, and this is one of those matches I did not want to miss, and I know so did you. But well, there are certain things that are beyond our control, as a result of which it happens. But now, as things stand, so Bengaluru FC are already 1 up, and now this co-op game is going to be so crucial for Genesis and Varsi. They have to anyhow win this game to have a fighting chance in claiming those 3 points. Otherwise, Bengaluru FC, I don't see them dropping off points because Chagnik, he's been on a form of his life. He's been pretty much winning all these games. He's been amazing in the sense he's dropping games, the games where CJ literally finishes it in the first two, and he's like, I don't care if I lose. I'm just gonna play for fun. I think that's what he did against Jamshedpur FC. Lost the game, but we know how that game went. But yeah, this is the scoreline in front of you, and it was just that first goal that created all the difference. And like I said, these are those finer margins, and these are the small little mistakes on which these high octane games come to an end, right, TT?
या एंड जैसे कि हम लोग बात कर भी रहे थे कि डिसाइडर में भी हो सकता है ये कोऑप मैच, तो या हम लोग उसके जस्ट पहले या कुछ मोमेंट्स जो है वो अभी के लिए एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि जब चालू हो जाएगा तब सिर्फ दोनों ही साइड के जो फैंस हैं उनके लिए जस्ट हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि सिर्फ मैनिक्योर होगा, क्योंकि टेंशन में वो सिर्फ नाखून चबाएंगे. तो लेट्स सी कि क्या होने वाला है इसके बाद. एक तरफ जेनेसिड एंड वॉर्सी ऑन द अदर एंड चरणजोत एंड साग्निक. एंड आपने बहुत सही कहा था कि साग्निक अभी अपने एकदम टॉप फॉर्म में चल रहे हैं, बट वॉर्सी की अगर बात करें वो उनका थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे चल रहा है, लेकिन उनके तरफ से जो कोशिश है वो 100% आ रहा है.
Yeah, I mean, Varsi is one of those players whose attitude I love the most, right? No matter how dire the circumstances are, he's a player that never decides to give up. He always keeps on fighting, and there have been chances, there have been days where he's been thrashed, but I know this player has got what it takes to come back, right? And I think today, it's going to be a little emotional for Varsi because now he's going up against a friend turned foe, and they're still very good buddies outside the game. But again, when you talk about the eISL, things get more than personal, right? They have to fight for their clubs, and right now nothing means more than victory to Varsi at this point. But Shagnik, how are you gonna break through him? Because Shagnik, well, he's been playing for fun. I haven't seen him sweat it out for the past 2 games that he has played. All he's just doing is trying to perform all sort of skill moves, and just in that final third he's been practicing that in a pro game where his opponents are clearly sweating it out against him. So, and the last time I think he went on, it was such a kick, walk in the park for him. So today Shagnik, he's going to be tested by Varsi, and no matter the outcome of the second game, I'm pretty sure Shagnik will give that respect to Varsi, and will try to have a ratty one. Both these players are just gonna go head to head just to prove that who was the better player amongst the two in the last season and in this one. But now coming back to the co-op game, of course, and this has been one of Bengaluru FC strong suits. We have seen both these players quite immaculate, quite clinical in the style of play. They have that adjustable, flexible roles also, where it's not just one has to be the feeder, other has to be the scorer. Both possess equal amount of skills in terms of trying to get a nice ball. The coordination is on point. But Hyderabad FC, sometimes it has looked a little off. Sometimes they have been really nice. But this is the point where we kind of flip a coin and then think, what is it today? Is it a Thursday or is it a Sunday for Hyderabad FC? So that we'll have to find out. But yes, this is a point. This is a game where I would not ask for your prediction because this is a game that everybody wants to just enjoy, TT. But what do you think we're going to expect out of this game that it has already begun?
हम लोग सिर्फ एक चीज जो है वो एक्सपेक्ट करना चाहेंगे, लाइक मैं तो कर रहा हूँ, वो है कि एटलीस्ट कोई गलती ना हो प्लेयर्स से, वो सिनर्जी देखने के लिए मिले, क्योंकि जब दो प्लेयर मिलके एक साथ कुछ बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं तो वो और भी ज्यादा मैजिकल होता है. तो क्या वो चीज हम लोगों को दिखेगा? बात कर ही रहे थे गलतियों की, एक मिस पास होता हुआ जिसके वजह से बॉल कंट्रोल अभी है पूरा का पूरा बेंगलुरु एफसी के पास. केविन डे ब्रुयने टुवर्ड्स आर्सेनियो, हकीमी राइट इनसाइड से जस्ट पोजीशन मेंटेन कर रहे हैं, लेकिन नहीं एंट्री नहीं कर पाए वो.
Oh, Bengaluru FC. Why can't they make changes in the starting lineup itself? I'm pretty sure it's again the goalkeeper, and for which it's such an early call for pause from Bengaluru FC. But right now they're looking again threatening from the right wing. Passed it on towards Mbappe. An unnecessary step over. Could have just maybe gone for R9 then and there only, and maybe that pass could have connected, because in doing that skill move, I think the defender was just in the right place to kind of block the passing lane. As a result of which, yes, there you have it. It doesn't matter. Sometimes feels bad for this player. How often do you see a goalkeeper being substituted right in those early minutes of the game?
बट आई थिंक केमिस्ट्री के लिए जरूरत होगा, इसलिए वजह से बार-बार चेंज किया जाता है.
बेटर ऑप्शन.
क्या बट विद केमिस्ट्री अगर हम लोग बात करें इधर केविन डे ब्रुयने को अगर आपको यूज करना है, एंड उसी सेम जगह पे वैन डाइक को भी यूज करो, हेंडरसन को भी यूज करो. बाय द वे हेंडरसन के साथ तो कोई भी दूर तक कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी इधर आप हेंडरसन को लेके आते हो ताकि वो 3 स्टार या फिर 3 डॉट जो केमिस्ट्री है वो शायद बन जाए. उसकी वजह से एक जो है कोशिश किया जाता है, एंड आई थिंक इसी वजह से वैन डे सर ऑब्वियसली एक बेहतर गोलकीपर है जिसकी वजह से रोज चेंज किया जाता है उनको. लेकिन हकीमी टुवर्ड्स ब्रुयने, क्या आर्सेनियो एंट्री कर पाएंगे? नहीं. वैन डाइक एक बार फिर से मौजूद, लेकिन देखिए बार बार चार्ज जरूर किया जा रहा है इधर डिफेंस लाइन के ऊपर बेंगलुरु एफसी की तरफ से. गलत पास.
Yeah, I mean, both these clubs still trying to pierce through the other's defense, right? And both the defenses are equally tight. They're giving that much respect. And Bengaluru FC know this is such a crucial game to win, because if they win tonight, then they're going to the second spot. And for Hyderabad FC, it literally means the world to them, because if they get the win, then they're gonna bounce to the 5th place from the 7th. So. And considering, this is a 6th game, so they would, want to win this one more than Bengaluru FC. Right now, very crucial game for them. And like we said, co-op has been one of the loose areas, but today I think they will have to get away from their co-op loose and start converting into Ws, at least in this one. But it's going to be such a difficult one. And how do they do that? That's the question over here. Because right now, from what we've seen, it's been both these clubs, building equal chances, playing a lot around the wings, trying to pass, and then again trying to recycle the ball. But this is a good pass for R9.
Oh.
Wanted to just perform a skill move and get in. But Bengaluru FC tried to steal the possession away, but this is a nice one. With Lionel Messi, gets that beautiful opening window. But the left back, I think Theo Hernandez, was just present over there to ward off the threat.
बिल्डअप पे अभी के लिए बेंगलुरु एफसी टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डो, मौका बनेगा, खाली जगह था लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से, लेकिन पीछे मौजूद थे वैन डाइक. शायद इसी वजह से उधर शॉट नहीं लिया गया, क्योंकि अगर लेते तो शायद उधर इजीली शील्ड हो जाते. बट हाँ, उसके बाद ऑफसाइड एंड बॉल चलाया जा चुका है एक बार फिर से हैदराबाद एफसी के पास. हैदराबाद जिस तरीके से अभी तक खेल रहे हैं उससे लग रहा है कि अगर वो एक भी मौका उनको मिले तो वो कैपिटलाइज कर सकते, लेकिन वो एक भी मौका नहीं दिया जा रहा, वो चांस नहीं देने वाले इतना इजीली बेंगलुरु एफसी। सो या हैदराबाद एफसी को बनाना होगा। यो माल्टीनी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे पेले, एंड ये कॉम्बिनेशन मुझे बहुत सही लगा। लाइक पेले को लेफ्ट साइड पे जब भी खिलाते हैं तब भी कुछ ना कुछ जो है वो अच्छा होता है, बट इस बार थोड़ा हेवी टच, इसकी वजह से वैंडेसार के दस्तालों पे जाके रुकेगा बॉल।
Yeah, and at this point, both these clubs have been relentlessly trying. We haven't seen a lot of presence in the midfield, right? It's usually through the wings, capitalizing. Finally, Bengaluru FC opting for a different approach, but well read by Hyderabad FC. Could be a nice driven through, but no, instead goes for a normal through pass. And now searching for more men, gets the left back ahead. And with, in fact, it's Pele charging through, trying to capitalize around the wings. But no, not the case. And our fit goes for a corner. And there you go, short pass routine. And we've seen this time and again. And the big question is, will he get a shot at goal? That's the big one. 3 defenders in front of Lionel Messi. And it's going to be Ronaldo who sort of steals the ball away. And now Bengaluru FC have the possession and just needs to get their players on the right positions. But no, Jude Bellingham steals it away from them. No, Hyderabad FC have been constantly posing a threat against Bengaluru FC, where they've been playing a lot more defensive. But Hyderabad FC haven't been producing any results out of these constant threats. But with Rudhulit, goes for the shot, hits the crossbar. And Bengaluru FC live to fight yet another day.
क्या जो क्रूशियल मौके इधर बन रहे हैं इस बार, बहुत सही पोजीशनिंग, बट देखिए बार बार एक ही जगह पे जाके मिस हो रहा है। राइट हैंड साइड से अटैक हो रहा है, आखिर में एक पास देने की कोशिश, उसी जगह पे बॉल फिर से छीना जा रहा है और फिर से अटैक पे जाया जा रहा है। तो ये कहीं ना कहीं जो हम लोग को बैक टू बैक होता हुआ दिखा, वो सिर्फ एक तरफ से नहीं, दोनों ही तरफ से जो कुछ न्यू करेंगे वो इधर से जीत के जाएंगे, ऐसा लग रहा है देख के अभी तक तो। क्योंकि तब से राइट टू लेफ्ट बेंगलुरु एफसी राइट हैंड साइड राइट विंग को एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहे हुए हकीमी एंड ऑल, लाइक कनेक्शन के साथ। इस बार तो थ्रू बॉल खिलाया गया था टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डिनियो। और ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हैदराबाद एफसी की अगर बात किया जाए, उनके भी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से लेफ्ट विंग के ऊपर से अटैक बन रहा था यूजुअली पेले के साइड से। तो ये जो भी चेंज करेंगे आई थिंक उसी जगह पे कुछ अलग दिखेगा, एंड शायद हम लोगों को और भी ज्यादा बेहतरीन अटैक बनता हुआ दिखे उसके बाद।
You know that's what we would be really hopeful for. But right now, as things stand, it's looking really murky as to who is going to win this one. Hyderabad FC are clearly, showing that hunger over here. They know this win matters a lot to them. And Bengaluru FC, they can just sit back and chill. They've gotten that first win. And I'm pretty sure they are going to be looking for one of those counter-attacking moments where they strike and it is a blow right to the heart. That's the thing. That's what they're trying to do. But like you said, we have not seen a lot of innovative plays. I think it's going to take something quite unconventional, quite unorthodox for either of those teams to break through, because both these teams have been really creating their chances. Hyderabad FC a little too many. But Bengaluru FC can't really take that amazing defensive prowess that they're showcasing, keeping Hyderabad FC at bay after numerous attempts at goal.
Yes, but वही जगह पे इस बार आउट ऑफ पोजीशन पकड़े जरूर गए थे हैदराबाद एफसी के प्लेयर्स, लेकिन पासिंग ऑप्शंस नहीं थे, जिसकी वजह से उतना जल्दी अटैक पे नहीं जा पाए। क्या होगा इधर से सिचुएशन, किस तरीके से कौन से तरफ भरने वाला है ये गेम। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से पहले एक बार फिर से लेफ्ट विंग के ऊपर ही अपना जो पूरा फोकस है वो जताते हुए, ऑन द अदर हैंड बेंगलुरु एफसी राइट हैंड साइड से रोनाल्डिनियो का रन, क्या वो डेडलॉक इस गेम के अंदर टूटता हुआ दिखेगा अभी? शायद दिख सकता है, बात कर ही रहे थे एंड उसी टाइम पे लाजवाब तरीके से स्कोर किया गया। रोनाल्डो फाइनली फिनिश किया एंड बेंगलुरु एफसी को मिला उनका लीड। वो गेम बहुत देर से चल रहा था सिमिलर तरीके से, कुछ न्यू एक्शन नहीं दिख रहा था और उसी के बीच में कुछ सेकंड्स के अंदर गोल दागना, राइट टू लेफ्ट बॉल रोल एंड लेफ्ट पैर से फिनिश। एंड ये एक और कारण था जो कि एक बार फिर से उस डिस्कशन पे चार चांद लगाते हैं, क्यों पेले से ज्यादा प्रेफर किया जाता है रोनाल्डो को।
Yeah, his prowess on that weaker foot, that five-star weak foot really coming into play. And from that range, I mean, I think Pele could have also scored. But what was brilliant about that goal was that last moment ball roll. Like I said, you have to do something different, something out of the box. One small skill move making all that difference. Where in those moments we've seen players, either ways, maybe a few step overs here and there. Even if they go for a ball roll, we've seen them, taking passes, giving passes. But this time, we know that ball roll is quite often used to create that extra opening, and that is how I think that was something that Charanjot clearly crafted, and maybe Hyderabad FC, they were not prepared for it and would be quite gutted, make a lot of substitutes. Even the same come in pouring for Bengaluru FC. And this is where Hyderabad FC, they had kept their forts tightly guarded. But how do you stop a blaze fire like Bengaluru FC that have CJ in them? And like I said, it's going to be one of those moments, right, where Bengaluru FC rely on that counter-attack and put a stake right in their hearts. And that is what they did. Now looking for the potential second, could get it easily and will get it. A beautiful step over, gets that boost and instantly shoots. And this happens when you have held on till 65 minutes plus. Once you concede, you kind of lose that mental fortitude. Look at the defense, completely opened up, and Hyderabad FC also might have changed their formation a little bit, tactics and playing style a little bit, as a result of which the defense completely being opened up, and now the third would have been in the making. Whatever could have gone wrong has gotten wrong for Hyderabad FC.
हैदराबाद कुछ ऐसे गलतियां कर रहे हैं जो कि हम लोग यूजुअली नहीं देखते इस स्टेज पे। थोड़ा सा शांति से खेलने की जरूरत है, थोड़ा सा स्टेबल होकर खेलने की जरूरत है। आई थिंक थोड़ा पैनिक हो चुके हैं। लेट्स सी क्या होता है। 2 गोल्स ऑलरेडी दाग चुके हैं एंड इसी के साथ शायद ये 3 पॉइंट भी बेंगलुरु एफसी लेके जाएंगे जिस तरीके से अभी तक परफॉर्मेंस चल रहा है। टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डिनियो खोलने की कोशिश कर रहे थे डिफेंस को, जो कि पूरा प्रॉपरली खोला भी गया है। कैंटोना राइट कॉर्नर पे फिनिश करेंगे एंड उसी के साथ 3-0 फाइनली 3-0।
Okay, all right. The silver lining here is we know how it ends. We know how it ends at this point. You could pretty much be looking at a 4-0 or a 5-0. Even Chennai said, like, हो गया मेरा. इतनी मेरी ताकत थी. I put it all in. Same goes with Varsi. They did everything they had to. And now we are back to where Bengaluru FC are in majority of the situations. They are a force to be reckoned with. And for Shagnik, again, it's going to be, he's just taking his dog out for a walk. It's a very, good weather. It's like always in Bengaluru, and you just head over to a park, take a nice walk, and play around with the other boys also, and just come back home and do your homework and sleep. That's clearly that's going to be one of those days, because Hyderabad FC did everything they possibly could have done, and after conceding that first goal, I think that's where their mental fortitude broke, and that's where I think I really wanted to see what did they do next, right? I think they made a change in the formation, could have pretty much gone for a 4-2-4 or 4-2-2 or whatever they deemed fit, right? 3-4-2-1, whatever they felt right, attacking wise. But जो भी किया, that clearly was not the answer. When you tend to go ultra attacking, you have your defensive players very high, and that is something that Bengaluru FC were just waiting to pounce upon, and every single chance they got. And then we saw those new fresh legs also coming in. Eric Cantona, just recently we have seen the new card come in, and he's such a good scorer of the goal, and a lot of Manchester United fans would be happy. A little takes you down the memory lane a little bit, and I think this is where the deal sealed, the dust settled. Bengaluru FC, I think the matchups we were looking forward to, the first one, CJ versus Genesis, the scores, CJ narrow lead, but still he wins that game. And then, of course, it was the second game, which was a clear winner for Bengaluru FC. I mean, last we left at almost some 7-8 minutes sparing the game, where Hyderabad FC, they were just 3 goals down. I don't think, no matter even if they concede a few, they could get over that deficit. So nothing much remaining into the game. It is just that final clash between two brothers that we get to see tonight.
बट मैं देखना चाह रहा था कि एकदम आखिरी मोमेंट तक हम लोगों को लड़ाई दिखे एंड वॉर्सी वर्सेस सागनिक पे जाके वो रहे. बट वो अनफॉर्चुनेटली नहीं हो पाएगा, बट हो भी सकता है. लेट्स सी लाइक क्या किस तरीके से खेलते हैं, दोनों का मेंटलिटी क्या रहता है.
Yeah, of course. Before we get resumed with our third matchup of the evening, let's take a quick look at all those amazing goals and saves that have happened across the eISL. Won't pass it on towards Ronaldinho, but maintains possession. And now with Ronaldinho towards Mbappe, a quick shot.
थोड़ा कटिंग बैक पास के साथ Mbappe, Ronaldo, मौका.
Oh! What save? Chance he's got. He's trying to make some kind of a play happen, but this looks good. This looks promising. With Ronaldo goes for a heel to heel, takes a shot.
बीचों बीच से रोनाल्डो फाइनली शॉट, लेकिन वैन डे सार अपने ही पास रखने की कोशिश चल रहा है इनके तरफ से. बीचों बीच जर्जिनियो फिनिश करेंगे उसी के साथ 2-0. एंड आई थिंक 3 पॉइंट्स एंड थर्ड पोजीशन सिक्योर करके रखना बेंगलुरु एफसी के लिए थोड़ा और इजी होता हुआ, क्योंकि इसी जीत के साथ दो बार हो गया, पूरा ही नहीं कर पाए.
I think it's the pressure that's eating Beno 7 up, because this could be a fourth one. And Beno 7 left stunted. Look at the... Pretty sure that could have gone in through, but this is where, I could say, look, Manu has so far had the best start with Rudulit. कब दिया था?
वही बात है, कब दिया था?
Similar occurrences again as a pass, and now he'll take another shot at, and it's just barely the beginning phases of the game. Has a lot of pass options. Goes back towards Capdevilla, a little 1-2 with him. Now gives it away towards Jude Bellingham. And now back towards Ulit, on towards Mbappe. Beautiful build up, and there you go. Want to pass it on towards Ronaldinho, but maintains possession. And now with Ronaldinho towards Mbappe, a quick shot.
थोड़ा कटिंग बैक पास के साथ Mbappe, Ronaldo, मौका.
Oh! What save? Chance he's got. He's trying to make some kind of a play happen, but this looks good. This looks promising. With Ronaldo goes for a heel to heel, takes a shot.
टॉवर्ड्स पे ले, बीचों बीच से रोनाल्डो फाइनली शॉट, लेकिन वैन डे सार अपने ही पास रखने की कोशिश चल रहा है इनके तरफ से. बीचों बीच जर्जिनियो फिनिश करेंगे उसी के साथ 2-0. एंड आई थिंक पॉइंट्स एंड थर्ड पोजीशन सिक्योर करके रखना बेंगलुरु एफसी के लिए थोड़ा और इजी होता हुआ, क्योंकि इसी जीत के साथ दो बार हो गया, पूरा ही नहीं कर पाए.
I think it's the pressure that's eating Beno 7 up, because this could be a fourth one. And Beno 7 left stunted. Look at the... Pretty sure that would have gone in through. But this is where, you know, I could say Lukman, you have so far had the best start with Rudulit. कब दिया था?
वही बात है, कब दिया था?
Similar occurrences again as a pass, and now he'll take another shot at, and it's just barely the beginning phases of the game. Has a lot of passing options. Goes back towards Captain Villa, a little 1-2 with him. Now gives it away towards Jude Bellingham. And now back towards Solid, on towards Mbappe. Beautiful build up, and there you go. Hello and welcome back, folks. You're watching the eISL Season 2, and yes, we are done with our co-op matches, which has eventually ended. And our production says that they've got a surprise for us. I mean, what could possibly happen, right? Maybe Hyderabad FC could have just gotten a goal or two something in, but I don't see Bengaluru FC losing this one, right? And off we go to third game, where I think, as expected, it's going to be a fun time. But I think TT, it's time to, finally officially confirm the scoreboard, and it is what?
Oh!
It is what? Is this an April Fool's joke that's going on? Did Hyderabad FC just score 3 goals? And the voice in my head says that it is not a joke. It is real. Hyderabad FC, they have done the impossible. In the last sparing 10 minutes, I do not know what they did, TT, but they've managed a comeback.
जाते जाते मैं कह रहा था काश वो डिसाइडर हो जाए. भगवान ने सुन लिया.
I'm gonna hit EA up right now. I'm pretty... We missed the match of this entire campaign. We have seen 2 goals deficit being converted into a draw. But a 3-goal deficit being converted, and that to a match like this? Boy, oh boy. I'm pretty pissed at this, but whatever it is. TT, let's look at brighter things. We've got a game in our hands right now. Varsi and Shagnik is on. Shagnik, my friend, you have to sweat it out. And that's against your brother. That's against Varsi. And I'm pretty sure the players of Hyderabad FC, in fact, Varsi, would be really looking forward to this one. Because especially when you tend to concede 3 goals. What were Bengaluru FC thinking? How could they let that happen, Diti? Tell me what's going on.
I don't know. ये मुझे थोड़ा सपने जैसा लग रहा है. क्यों पता नहीं, अचानक से. और ये सब कुछ हो भी रहा है वही 1 अप्रैल के डे पे. क्या हम खुद अप्रैल फुल बन रहे हैं, या फिर हम लोगों को बनाया जा रहा है, या फिर प्लेयर्स बोल रहे थे हैदराबाद एफसी के हैं? तुमको क्या लगा? हम लोग तो अप्रैल फुल बना रहे थे हारते हारते, तो वो उधर गोल मार दिए 3 आके, तो बोल रहे अप्रैल फुल, ये हम लोग ड्रॉ कर चुके हैं. बट इस बार जो मैच है ये सच में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, स्पेशली फॉर हैदराबाद एफसी. क्योंकि हैदराबाद एफसी अगर जीतेंगे तो ही उनको 1 पॉइंट मिलेगा. अगर ड्रॉ करते हैं देन भी ये पॉइंट जो है वो जाएगा बेंगलुरु एफसी के पास. क्योंकि ऑलरेडी बेंगलुरु एफसी ऑलरेडी एक मैच जीत चुके हैं एकदम सबसे पहले, जिसपे चिरंजीत 1-0 का एक लीड निकाल के लेके गए थे. लेकिन जो देखने के लिए हम लोग सबसे ज्यादा एक्साइटेड थे, लाइक बाकियों का नहीं पता लेकिन मैं तो था, चिरंजीत वर्सेस वारसी. ये मुझे लगता है कि ये एक बैंगर मैच होने जा रहा है, जिसपे दोनों ही अपने हाथ से लेके अपने पूरे बॉडी पे पसीना पसीना कर देंगे, और दूर से हम लोग देखेंगे कि क्या चल रहा है ग्राउंड पे. मैं तो बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ कि क्या होने वाला है, क्या स्ट्रेटजीज, क्या टैक्टिक्स, क्या क्या इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाएगा इस गेम पे.
I don't know how Bengaluru FC bottled that matchup, and I'm just wondering You know, how? The only question, it's a big question mark. How could they let the defenses so loose? Was it intentional? Because it feels intentional at this point. But yeah, I mean, whatever the case may be, Bengaluru FC, now they will have to fight for those 3 points, right? And this is where Shagnik has to get back into his fighting shoes and play against Varsi. And like I said, a match against Varsi is not going to be easy. I mean, a lot of even the FIFA community would be surprised. I'm starting to wonder. I'm pretty sure the likes of Sharansh, Lokmanyu, they're all going to be startled at how could you just bottle up a 3-0 lead? Because ideally, in the realms of FIFA, especially when you talk about the pro games, it's 3-0 means it's done and dusted. We don't see a lot of comebacks, especially when it's just mere 10 minutes left. But today, well, the biggest nightmares have finally come true for Bengaluru FC, and now they get a chance. And this is a question where what are we looking for in this game? How do we think Varsi is going to start playing? Because we've seen Varsi, he's got some very big W's. I think it was one of those games where he went on to defeat Karman Tikka. And for Shagnik, he's always been in that situation where they've won their first 2 games and have had no troubles, right? So that is where I'm really wondering, or in a fix, as to is Shagnik really ready for this? Because I'm pretty sure Bengaluru FC, they have been caught with their pants down, especially in that co-op drama, the late drama that ensued. But here we are with the final game of the night, folks. It is going to be Hyderabad FC against Bengaluru FC. And now Shagnik gets to shine. He needs to be the hero for his team. I don't know what happened in the last game, but he needs to recover. And I think he's going to try in doing that.
Yes, already शुरू हो चुका है. Left to right, Hyderabad FC, right to left, Bengaluru FC. बहुत सारे ड्रामा के बाद फाइनली हम लोग पहुंच चुके हैं वो डिसाइडर गेम पे. जिधर ये नहीं डिसाइड होगा क्या हैदराबाद एफसी जीतेगा कि नहीं, ये डिसाइड होगा कि बेंगलुरु एफसी जीतेगा या फिर ये मैचअप ड्रॉ होगा. रोनाल्डो टुवर्ड्स एम्बापे, बहुत शानदार बॉल, फिनिश तो करना ही चाहिए ये, लेकिन सेकंड पास एंड फाइनली विद द गोल. वारसी पिछले गेम के कमबैक के बाद कॉन्फिडेंस तो आना ही था और उस पे कैपिटलाइजेशन भी करना ही था, एंड वही चीज इधर दिखता हुआ. वारसी शुरू कर चुके गोल स्कोर करना, बट सागनिक उनको ऐसे गैप नहीं देना चाहिए. गैप देंगे तो और ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट होगा.
I can't believe, this is Varsi, showing that steely demeanor and off to a flying start at Hyderabad FC. Beautiful, beautiful chaining of passes. And now, at this junction where Varsi has to let it all loose. He's been having those bad days. And tonight is where it all ends for him, maybe. But Shagnik, he knows that this match means a lot more to him, especially going up against his brother. These two players sharing so many of those moments in those eISL together, fought, fell, came back stronger, and now they are facing each other against. And Hyderabad FC so far have been the better team. Varsi has been playing really sound FIFA, very calm and collected, composed. And Shagnik has to figure a way to get through him. Needs to get into his heads. And a lot really comes into play over here. Playlock comes in from Shagnik. This is a golden chance. He needs to score with this one. Wait for that step over. Felt a little unnecessary. Could have just gone in for the far post. But now all they could salvage is a short corner. And now we'll have to again get back started with the routine.
हैदराबाद एफसी अभी पहले गोल के बाद बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट दिख रहे हैं. सेकेंड चांस के लिए भी जाते हुए टू डिलीट सर्जिनियो। सर्जिनियो टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डो, कोशिश था लेकिन वो फाइनली हो नहीं पाया। अगर हो जाता तो बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग एक सिचुएशन बन सकता था, बट इस बार अटैक पे साग्निक। रोनाल्डो देखिए कितना ज्यादा ड्रॉप डाउन करना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि जो स्ट्रक्चर मेंटेन कर रहे हैं वो से उसको तोड़ना
Wow!
मुश्किल था।
Wow!
लेकिन हिल टू हिल के बाद नहीं, ये हिल टू हिल वन ऑफ द बेस्ट हिल टू हिल था एंड विथ हुलीत उन्होंने फिनिश किया। तो 1-1 एंड यही टक्कर के बारे में बात कर रहे थे कि कोई किसी को थोड़ा सा भी जगह नहीं छोड़ने वाले गेम के अंदर।
Oh yeah, I mean, on your face, RC, says Shagnik at this point, you know, you had to expect the sparks flying through the roof in this one. And when Varsi scores a screamer, well, Shagnik could not be far behind. Beautiful display of skills over there by Shagnik. Gets himself right back in. Another chance in the making with Jairzinho. Wants to claim some control over that midfield. Goes for a long through there. Had found his target, but no. Varsi managed to get out with the defense. And now the player lock comes through. Now Varsi, he's looking to have a go at it. And both these players just exchanging blows, one after the other. A little bit of an opener over there with R9 intended. Maybe perform a skill move and get through, but it's so end-to-end action that we are witnessing that, you know, it's gonna boil down to the wire. Whoever is the winner, it is a delight to watch, viewers.
जी हाँ, 40 मिनट के आसपास का गेम होने जा रहा है। उसी के बीच में एक लड़ाई दोनों क्लब्स के बीच में, दोनों प्लेयर्स के बीच में। एंड इस बार हो रहा है लड़ाई एक ड्रॉ निकालने के लिए हैदराबाद के तरफ से, क्योंकि अगर ये ड्रॉ निकाल लेते हैं देखने में लग सकता है कि 1 पॉइंट है, बट ये 1 पॉइंट बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि पॉइंट्स टेबल के ऊपर उतने खास पोजीशन पे अभी के लिए हैदराबाद एफसी है नहीं। ऑन द अदर हैंड बेंगलुरु एफसी, उनके पास एक गोल्डन मौका कि वो सेकंड पोजीशन को अपने लिए कैप्चर करे। ये मौका बिल्कुल भी वो नहीं गंवाना चाहेंगे। अगर ये ड्रॉ पे भी खत्म होता है फिर भी बेंगलुरु एफसी के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी चरणजोत एक मैच जीत के रखे हैं। बट इस बार नहीं एडरसन नहीं करने देंगे ये गोल, बट बहुत ही अच्छा कोशिश किया गया था सागनिक की तरफ से।
Yeah, you know, the attempt was really nice. And Shagnik, I think all those practices against, you know, DK and all the opponents he has faced so far, where, you know, he was not sweating at all, was constantly trying to improve his final third skill move and then a shot. I guess that's starting to pay off right now. And he's clearly just getting through with things. But Varsi, you know, he's got that game face on and that hoodie on. Clearly reminds me of one of the English players, Fnatic Tex. Usually plays like this, but look at Shagnik again. You know, finding those openings in Varsi's defense. And it's tea time, Varsi, he says. As Bengaluru FC, they get the lead just at the stroke of that halftime. And Varsi just wandered into thinking, how is he going to come back? What is he going to do against a player like Shagnik, who's just been one step ahead of him? You know, we saw Varsi began with a cracker goal. And from then onwards, it was Bengaluru FC just taking control. And then he had majority of the possession. Just look at that, 61-39. Varsi had always been trying to defend constantly, but that threat was always looming over his head. And in that final moment, I think performed that reverse elastico and then took a shot directly. Had nothing to worry about and succeeded. Wow, what a play.
What a game by Sagnik. क्या शानदार तरीके से वो अपने हर एक मूव को नैरिश किए थे इसके पहले, एंड उसका ही आउटकम अभी आता। ऑफ साइड ट्रैप पे फंसे, नहीं तो एक बहुत अच्छा मूव बन रहा था आउटकट आउटफुट के थ्रू। एक बहुत शानदार मौका बनाए थे, बट अभी भी देखिए सिचुएशंस 50-50 चल रहा है। वैसे एक तरफ केविन डे ब्रुयने जो है उनको ज्यादा प्रेफर किया जाता है बेंगलुरु एफसी की तरफ से यूजुअली। ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं तो वही चीज इधर हम लोग को वॉर्सी की तरफ से भी देखने के लिए मिलता हुआ। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से रोनाल्डिनियो बहुत शानदार पेस मेंटेन करते हुए, लेकिन एक प्लेयर के पीछे दो दो प्लेयर कवर करने के लिए आ रहे हैं, एंड यही जगह पे मुश्किलें बढ़ता जा रहा है। बहुत शानदार 1-2, बट एम्बापे से एक और पास की जरूरत था एटलीस्ट टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डो, तो शायद और बेहतर बन सकता था सिचुएशन।
Oh, Italy could have been right now, but we have to look at the positives. That Varsity is finally getting his attacking instinct back. He's now starting to fight for the ball even in the midfield. He's not just letting Shaknik get away with anything and everything. And this is where he got a little overwhelmed. But nonetheless, I think a good start to the second half for Hyderabad FC when they desperately need this one. So we've got to talk about what's on the line for Hyderabad FC. They could potentially salvage a single point out of this one in this particular matchup if Varsi goes on to beat Shagnik. But looks pretty difficult, at this point. Both these players going for a similar style of play, 4-3-2-1. The meta formation with an ultra defensive intent being shown over here. But yeah, coming back to this game, this is where Varsi has been looking. He's got that guile for attack. He's been showing that yes, he wants that goal and he wants it very desperately. And after a few pauses, we get to see the change in formation where Varsi gets to go maybe a 3-4-1 or maybe a 4-2-4. Whatever it is, wants to keep that constant press up, keep applying that pressure and keep hitting till it finally hurts Shagnik and makes him bleed. But a beautiful green time finish shot. But seems like was a little to the sides, and yeah, I felt like it had gone through, but no, it was not the case.
यस, मुझे भी लगा था शायद हो जाएगा। वाओ, व्हाट अ पास टुवर्ड्स पेले। ओह नो, वैन डे सार, द फैल्कन इस तरीके से सेव कर रहे हैं। वॉर्सी उनके तरफ से जो एक्सप्रेशन आ रहे हैं वो सिर्फ यही है, हमारा वैंडे सर तो ऐसा नहीं करता।
The goalkeepers, I mean, we have had this talk about it multiple times, but little bit of a room on the right for Rudulit. But no, Varsi just letting go of the possession, and I think he's got to keep on trying to press. Shagnik cannot give him the room for attack, because if that happens, we know Shagnik, he's got the potential to net one more in, and if he nets it at this point, then it's pretty much done and dusted. But a beautiful pass onto its Pele. He's got to show that patience, and he does. He's done that in the past, and this time also succeeds. Took his time, counted his breath, and in that last moment, we know we had seen this one, a similar instance of a goal against Carmen Tikka, where he was 1v1 with the keeper and went for a heel-to-heel and a shot. This time, he took his pauses there. He knew this mattered a lot, and suddenly we have him equalized. But things are not going to stop over here for Varsi. He's got to net one more in. He's got to find an equalizer to ensure that Hyderabad FC are going to salvage 1 point from this fixture.
एंड बार बार वो जगह से जिस तरीके से पिच किया जा रहा था बॉल को, उससे देख के लग रहा था प्रॉब्लम होगा। बोले
ओह नो वे, नो वे,
खत्म सब नहीं। यस ठीक है,
I,
क्या ही कर सकते हैं.
I demand a rematch. I demand a rematch. You cannot let that happen. Come on. This was such a close game. Now,
Yeah.
this was a game that literally had me up on my seats, and everybody from the community or all the ISL fans that have tuned in, everybody wanted to know the outcome of this game, and it had to be squandered just like that. Just like that. When we were getting to see Varsi get into his groove and Shagnik, finally those hiccups were there. This happens. And oh god. But nonetheless, TT, those were some really good moments. It was good while it lasted. That's all I can say from here. But we don't know what the outcome shall be of this game, and I think our production, they'll just be keeping us guessing. What could be potentially happening. What could go on, and it's like a trivia for you guys. I think it's for you guys only. It's being done on purpose, where it's for you guys to predict the score lines, and we will not give away anything to the winner, whoever gets it right.
अभी मेरे घर के बाहर हो रहा है बारिश,
Yeah.
और वो बारिश नहीं, हैदराबाद एफसी और बेंगलुरु एफसी के फैंस के आंसू हैं, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से ये गेम चल रहा था उससे एक चीज तो पता चल रहा है, हम देखना चाहते थे वो. और जो ट्रिविया है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ हमारे ऑडियंस के लिए नहीं है, हमारे लिए भी है. पिछले की अगर बात करें 3-0 3-3, एक सवाल आपके लिए, हमारे लिए, सबके लिए.
ये तो मेरे सोच से लिटरली परे है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. 3-3 हुआ, I would really request, Genesid or Varsi. I mean, Varsi is one of the CCs. I haven't seen Genesid stream a lot, but Varsi is usually that streamer boy. I hope he has recorded that game. I really want to see that. And I think, जितने भी players FIFA community के हैं, वो तो जानना चाहते हैं ये हुआ तो हुआ कैसे. Because, come on, we have seen East Bengal FC do that against Kerala Blasters FC, but hey, that was a 2-goal. How could you bottle a 3-0 lead up and end up in a draw? That's the biggest mystery. I think I want to know that, and especially when you've got players like CJ and Shagnik in your team, how could that game be a game of throw? So that's a question. But coming back to this was a really sweaty matchup. I think how it began was Varsi looking quite determined. He went for the ball. He just went swinging through and throughout, and he did everything that he could have. But then we saw, just barring those first 15 minutes into the first half, that's when Shagnik started taking over. He was constantly threatening, constantly looking to make those good passes. But commencement of the second half, where we see the match taking another turn. That's where Varsi started striking back. It's like a brawl fest where both these players are just exchanging blows against each other. And I'm kind of starting to wonder what the outcome will be. Now, I really want Varsi to get a W in this one. Because for Hyderabad FC, these, that 1 point is going to be so crucial in determining where they stand in the overall league right now. Because, again, quick recap for all you viewers, because I'm pretty sure if things end in a draw, it's still going to be a Bengaluru FC victory, and they're going to be taking that second spot away from Saki and Crusher. So Bengaluru FC, they're one of those teams who haven't yet lost a game, along with FC Goa, and the same with Mumbai City FC. But when you talk about Hyderabad FC, I think TT, they've had a phenomenal start to their campaign, but ever since, they've looked quite missing, right? Getting 2 draws and 2 L's. This is something you would not expect from the likes of Genesid and Varsi.
Yes, mainly हम लोग शुरुआती के अगर मैचेस को देख के जज करें तो ऑब्वियसली किसी को नहीं लगेगा कि ये वो क्लब है जो कि अभी इतने लाइक पॉइंट टेबल के ऊपर इतने नीचे हैं। लेकिन अगर हम लोग पिछले कुछ मैचेस की बात करें, थोड़ा बहुत तो डाउनफॉल रहा है। लाइक वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ जेनेसेट का नहीं, सिर्फ और सिर्फ वर्से का नहीं, दोनों का एक साथ। तो इसी वजह से थोड़ा बहुत जो है पोजीशनिंग में प्रॉब्लम्स हुआ है, बट इसके बाद जो इजी फिक्चर्स है वो आते हुए दिखेंगे। हालांकि इधर इजी टफ दोनों ही जीतने के लिए आते हैं, बट कभी कभार अगर आपको क्वालिफाई करना है टूवर्ड्स प्ले ऑफ्स, तो कभी कभार आपको इजी फिक्चर्स की ज़रूरत होता है। तो वो इजी फिक्चर्स भी आएंगे, तो वो उस जगह पे वो कैपिटलाइजेशन कर सकते हैं। बट आज का ये गेम ये कुछ अलग ही था अभी तक अगर देखा जाए। फर्स्ट मैच 1-0 खत्म हुआ, एकदम पहली 4 में जोत ने गोल मार दिया। उसके बाद जो जेनेसिड की तरफ से अटैक के बाद अटैक हुआ, लेकिन वो फिनिश नहीं कर पाए। सेकेंड मैच 3-0 हमारे सामने गेम बंद हुआ, हम लोग चिल्ड हैं, ठीक है 3-0 जीत गए, चला गया पॉइंट, 3 पॉइंट के साथ बेंगलोर आगे चले जाएंगे। लेकिन नहीं, वो नहीं था। बट बहुत जल्दी रिजल्ट हम लोग को पता चलने वाला है।
Absolutely. The voice in my head says that we finally got a decision over here at Varsi. He's done it. He's done it, folks. Varsi has managed to win. And seems like it was a 90th minute winner from his side. And Shagnik left absolutely stupefied because Varsi has done it. He has beaten his brother, and not just that, a very important win for Hyderabad FC. And clearly, there's going to be no doubt on who the MVP of this game is going to be, right? Has to be Varsi. He's risen from the ashes. He's taken those big hits. I think has lost even games where he's conceded 5 goals. But yes, moment of Varsi's glory, the MVP. We get to see him in a bigger screen, in a bigger picture, and I really wanted an interview with him. Varsi, what a mental comeback from him. Let's take a quick look at the MVP, folks, of this game. There you have it. Varsi finally making a comeback, and 3 goals scored. And again, sadly, we were not there to witness that match. But hey, Varsi, if you're watching this, it's content for you guys. How did you get through that? How did you manage to equalize against CJ and Shagnik? And how did you manage to beat Shagnik in those dying phases of the game? Of course, we saw Varsi making a comeback into the second half. He was looking really heavy, and Shagnik just had to, kind of watch things wash away in front of him. As there you have the leaderboard, folks. Bengaluru FC have leveled things up, along with Mumbai City FC still go to the second points, and I think it has to be the goal difference that came into play over here. FC Goa quite comfortable with their 18 points, and look at how ahead they are of the competition, right? Almost around, I think, if I'm not wrong, 4 points ahead of the competition, because Bengaluru and Mumbai City still have chances in of that one extra game. But Hyderabad FC, very crucial one. Now finally make a jump from the 7th to the 6th spot.
Yes. एंड उसी के साथ देखिए इधर ओडिशा एफसी के लिए कहानी आज चेंज हुआ नहीं। 5 गेम्स खेल चुके ऑलरेडी, बट फिर भी कहानी वही 0 के ऊपर बने हुए हैं। बट बहुत जल्दी आशा करते हैं कि उनकी तरफ से भी परफॉर्मेंस आएगा। हालांकि आज इम्प्रूवमेंट था, लेकिन उतना भी नहीं था कि वो जीत सके, तो वो जीत की जरूरत है, एंड देखते हैं वो कब आता है। बट ये आज का दिन कहने की इतना ज्यादा ड्रामेटिक था, बट इधर सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट ट्विस्ट है कि ड्रामा ही नहीं दिखा।
ड्रामा दिखा नहीं, ड्रामा इज अ सस्पेंस, ठीक है। जो भी ड्रामा था वो सस्पेंस था। हम आशा करेंगे कि हमारे जो YouTube चैनल पे या फिर Instagram चैनल पे eISL के आप जल्दी से जल्दी बने रहें, क्योंकि we are trying to get the footage out from Varsi, and if we get that, we are gonna upload it, because it's a huge question mark how that happened, but it was lovely that it happened. On that note, guys, it's time to call it a night, as we are finally done with all the games for the evening. We're going to come back tomorrow with 3 more matches. It's going to be a double dhamaka Sunday. But till then, you guys take care and have a good night.